It's later in the day, so the lighting is a little bit low, but we'll get started. Okay. So I got a message for y'all. I got some downloads and some guidance. Come on in, everybody. Make yourself comfortable. The Creator told me that you are not allowed to be in chains with the enemy. Some of y'all are afraid to let go of the familiar, even when the familiar is somebody who's in chains and they're not doing nothing about it. And it may seem comfortable, okay? It could be they might be bringing things into your life that's making you not realize that it's not enough. Like it's like just having food and water and a roof over your head, or just a lot like little morsels. Okay, you're still in chains. If you're getting little morsels of love and little bits of respect from your family or somebody that you're dating, you're still in chains with them, because you know that you're still very hungry. You know that you're still emotionally unfulfilled or mentally stressed about not having enough of what makes you happy. If you feel that way, you're still in chains. Some of y'all don't know that some people, they're so far gone, okay? This system got them so dependent on it. You know, like the Matrix, that if you stay with them, you're going to think that you're free because your basic needs are being taken care of. But you're not going to be free, because you're not going to feel like there's joy besides your essential needs being met. The Creator wants you to have more than just your essential needs. Um, I kept getting a download that the Creator wants us to do things that is going to make us feel like we're free. That feeling that, yeah, I have to make a living, but it doesn't determine my day. It doesn't determine the quality of my day. I'm still doing things that I enjoy. I'm still having fun. So I got that the Creator want us to put some things in our life that gives us joy, that maybe we were thinking about doing but we didn't do. So I got that, like, for some of us in the evening hours, we had somebody spiritually blocking us, or something distracting us, or something draining us of our energy, so we was not stepping into our power like we're supposed to in the evening and nighttime hours. Some of us was missing manifesting opportunities in the evening and nighttime hours due to our flesh and blood, or love life, or family members, or other people, competitors. Hi, everybody. Okay. No one has to stay single. Okay. No one has to stay single. You can have your own. Wow, whether they get in a relationship with her, you can have your own relationship, but don't tell everybody to be single. Just because your relationships didn't work out. See, this is what I'm talking about. We have to start staying in our own lane. And that was another discussion I was going to have on this in this download. People have to stop trying to um, dictate other people's path and tell everybody how to live their life. Freedom means you live your life on your own terms. Okay? Try to be careful about people influencing you in ways all because of what they've gone through. So, for example, I have people in my life who tried to tell me I should just keep working a 9 to 5 job until retirement because it worked for them. But they don't know what my soul contract is. So they cannot tell me. Okay? All right? The evening hours, the early morning hours and the evening hours, people tend to not be in their own lane. See, people tend to be argumentative, competitive, trying to influence other people, like trying to get people to drink, trying to get people to do something with their body they don't want to do, argue about stuff, when unnecessary arguments. All that is like trying to keep you in chains. I'm telling you no lie. Like, all that is like, that's still demonic energy trying to slow you down, trying to give you burnout, trying to throw you off course. So just be careful. Um, just be careful. Live free, okay? You determine how you want to do your transformation. If you feel like you want to go to the gym after dinner, you go. Just because your lover don't want to go don't mean you don't go. You know what's best for you. You know what's best for you. You know if you want to sit up late and do some journaling. You know if you want to sit up late and play your guitar, go ahead and do it. You know if you want to call up your lover and go out for drinks and go dancing, go ahead and do it. But I'm telling you, if you don't do the things that you want to do, then your manifestation path, it's not going to be smoother. It's not. Whenever you keep compromising to not fall out with other people, to not get on bad terms with other people, you go against yourself. You go against your own power. And that's something that I learned. I have friends who don't do karaoke. They're not interested in artistic stuff. But they do like to sit around, smoke blunts and talk crap. Just because they're my friend don't mean I gotta do that with them. That if I compromise and I know that's not what I want to do, and I do that regularly, I am putting myself in chains. They may be in chains because they are not doing something they're supposed to do, but they're doing something else. But if you do what they're doing and you don't want to do it, then you're in chains with them. Okay? So it's important. It's important to live on your own terms. We are living in a world now where everybody's telling everybody how to live their life because of their own damage. And that is like messing up the balance between the light and dark. You know, there's people that saying never get married, don't have a lover, don't do artistic, art is obsolete, don't do YouTube, there's no guarantee. Y'all, I'm telling you no lie. It's important to prioritize your solitude, not so that you can kick everybody necessarily out your energy, but for you to tap in to your spiritual team so you can find out what you are supposed to be doing, what you need. So when you're getting into that, I'm going on a walk, I'm going on an evening walk. It's not just because you want to do a nighttime YouTube video or you're just trying to lose some weight. It's because you're trying to ask God, how can I get more free? How can I get more of the feeling of freedom? I'm losing it, God. How can I get it back? How can I get it back? What do I have to do for me to get it back? Okay? People people are being too critical and making decisions based upon their damage. This generalizing is putting people in chains. You know, people say, "Oh, all women of color is loud," and then what happens? People block women of color. They get influenced by that stereotype. Women of color walk on eggshells. They start micromanaging their own energy, compromising their own energy. It is time for you to be the number one influencer of you. Okay? The number one. You to be an entrepreneur for yourself, even when you're not on YouTube. Okay? It's time for you to say, okay, you're telling me to do this, but let me check in my scriptures. Let me see if my scriptures agree. And when I started doing that recently, I realized that my scriptures did not match the education and the instructions that my family was giving me. It didn't even match. Okay? It didn't even match. My family had me sitting around with them at times, just sitting around watching movies, even though I knew my energy wanted to get up. I knew I wanted to go dancing. I knew I wanted to go out for drinks. I knew it. But it was like, oh, I don't want to lose my family. Oh, I don't want them to think I don't care. See, that's still living in fear. And that's like the sacrificial lamb. Okay? So don't be so quick to be a lamb all the time. Sometimes you gotta be a lion. If you starting to feel sad and lonely too much, you're being a lamb. You are a lamb that's not even with other lambs. Like, you're with a lamb cooped up in the slaughterhouse and not even fighting for your life. This is the realest talk, y'all. So if you start to feel the weight of time, energetically and spiritually, something has you trapped in some way. You should not always feel the effects of time. You should almost forget that there's even a time most of your day. That's how you know you're really tapping in to your soul work. You're really getting into your dream work, the childhood part of it. So every day we have to ask ourselves as that divine one, since we are innocent, which means a big part of us are childlike inside. We also have to live as a child on the outside. Okay? We have to live as a child on the outside as well, which means we have to do things, some things that people may be saying is obsolete. Like going to the library, going for a walk at the bookstore after dinner. Each little dinner at 5 o'clock, and go take a little drive to the local bookstore. Go and study something. Work on some arts and crafts. Do something that people would say, ooh, that's lame to do. Like, ooh, you're knitting, you're weaving. Wow. Who still weaves? Who still do uh, paper art? Who still sits up before bed and paint? Who still sits up at night and writes dark fiction? The point that I'm saying is if you are not in that childlike energy, even in the evening hours, you're probably causing a delay because the joyful faith in God energy is always childlike. Okay? Hi everybody. It's always childlike. And journaling, like if you journal around this time or in the evening hours, you don't have to be a professional. But what I found out, and I want to talk about journaling, a part of this video topic, because journaling helps you see how you're chained. Okay, when you're going through stuff, you're just in it, and you run away from it and you hide. You may go your next day not even thinking about, not even realizing the impact or thinking about how it has changed you. You're not thinking about that. You're just thinking about how it hurts you. Oh, what I went through yesterday was hurtful. But you're not thinking about how it changed you. What didn't you do because of what you went through? So when you journal, you get to look back and say, wait a minute. I kept going through the same thing and kept breaking promises that I made for myself. And I have been doing this all year because of this person or this institution or this employer. You can see how someone has locked up your time and kept you chained. So we as divine ones, because we are being so mentally manipulated by even toxic influencers, whether it's online or offline or family members or politicians or TV influencers, we have to get back to journaling. We have to start cruising with those journals. And when we go through things, we have to start recording it. Even if you don't write it down, you have to do, like, pull out your recorder and record what you went through and date it. Then the next day, you do inventory, okay? And you say, well, what happened yesterday? And even if you don't have any ideas or how to enjoy your current day that you're in, whatever that you recorded of the day before can be your muse. It can be your motivation to keep fighting for yourself, to want to get out of your situation. Okay? We are doing too much to even rely on just remembering the day before. That was easy to do when you were just going to your 9-to-5 job, cooking for your kids, and it was quiet. Okay, it was easy then. Or when you was little and wasn't going through nothing. It was easy to just remember the day. But we are being pulled in different directions. We are doing all this different work to make money. We're running around trying to get this, trying to budget our money better. The pressure is on. The pressure is on us in so many ways. Like, watch your health or you might get sick from the air. Watch your money or you might not be able to pay for your health insurance now. Or watch how you keep your house because you might block abundance. because you ain't got no help to get it together, so you might as well just keep it clean every day. It's just too much expected of us by ourselves. We don't have the communities of the 1950s where people team together and get stuff done. Because you have so much to do and it's so on you, you have to start recording your days. Because you have so much running through your mind of what you need to make sure you don't go through, that you're like, I'm not getting any ideas. Where's my downloads? You may have moments like that. Like, why am I blocked? It might not be because you're toxic. It may not be because you're sick. It may not be because you're diet. You are a chicken running around with his head cut off. Just even in your mind. So you can get better control over your life. You need to keep track of the chapters. You need to document your story from here on out. And before you even think of using your power or manifesting or eating your first meal, you need to see what really went on the day before. And you need to say, well, if I don't know what I could work with in my favor today, maybe there was something yesterday. And maybe I didn't notice because of the energy that somebody put me in yesterday. Okay? This is the realest talk. Okay? The Creator wants us to get rich off our life. Like literally off our experiences. Off our journey. The Creator wants us to find a way to use our journey to bring our abundance. Because the 9-to-5 jobs cannot do it by itself anymore. And the Creator knows this. The Creator knows these employers are real narcissistic now. Hoarding the money and hoarding and hoarding and hoarding. So the Creator wants us to find a way to make money, collect nuggets of something that we enjoy, even our pain. The Creator wants us to sell our grief. To see that, look, you ain't got to go through good stuff. I've been telling y'all this, grief sells. I got paid for poetry about death. For a poem about burying my father. Somebody paid me for it. If I can get paid for a poem about grief and loss, you can get paid for your pain too. But you can't if you don't remember and you only remember the feeling. We know these narcissists have a way of warping and distorting the memory, warping and distorting the details. We know within a week after going through something with the narcissist, we like, did it really happen? Or was I imagining stuff? That's how you feel when you go through stuff in chains with the wicked people. So you have to have a plan B to use your life to manifest. So that you can be like, okay, I don't have nothing to really create today. And I'm not going to go through gaslighting and then not remember my life. So I'll go to my journal because my journal is my extra brain. Okay, my journal is my backup brain. When people are driving me crazy, when I'm getting headaches, when I'm getting eye pain, when I'm getting brain fog from all the gaslighting and society disrespect, and I can't remember how I did something yesterday, or I can't remember what I was working on, I can't remember what talent was good in me yesterday, I could always go back to my journal I could always go back to that. And for some of y'all, the Creator want you to tell your stories. No more hiding away. No more. Solitude is for achieving in silence. Solitude is for purging and cleaning. Solitude is for talking to God a little longer. Solitude is for cleansiness. But solitude is not for sitting around with all that information and all that talent and just sitting around with it in solitude. No. You never know what people will love. And you can never really guess 100%. So no more letting people tell you how you have to look to get it or how fine you got to be. Go out there and try. Because the fact that you try, even though you've been through pain, see that's power. You suffered and you still went free. You still was free. You didn't go hide away in the corner. You didn't go up in your room and lock the door and cry your eyeballs out all night. No. You went through stuff and then told that person, you can kiss my butt. I'm still going dancing tonight. I'm still going to go to the wine tasting tonight. I'm still going to go and listen to my philosopher tonight. I'm going to still go to the hookah lounge, smoke the hookah, and drink margaritas. I'm still going to get sexy. And I'm going to go ahead and go dancing with whoever I want. No chain is going to hold me back. I don't care. I will break my leg to get out the chain. What will you do to get out your chains? Some people will do more than you and more than me. But doing nothing is not going to do nothing but keep you in those chains. Real talk. Find out how you're chained and do something. Do something to at least get the feeling that you're getting out the chain, that you're taking a first step to get out the chain. You ain't got to be all the way free, but you got to be on your way. Okay? You got to be on your way. Like, well, I did one thing today to get free, so that's better than some people. Some people still waiting around for the narcissist to tell them when to be free. I'm not. And this is the energy that y'all got to be in. Sometimes you got to be free from your old weak self. Sometimes your toxic version is disturbing your peace. The toxic version of you is disturbing your peace. It's haunting you. It's all around you. It's in the room with you. It's in your bedroom, in your living room. You got to look. That's the first thing you do. Okay? Especially around this time. You say, I'm going to get this out of here, get this out of here, get this out of here. Anything that is the toxic me is getting out of here. I don't have to blame it all on me, how I got toxic for me. But what I do is got to get rid of it and not expect somebody else to do it. I have to do my own dirty work for myself to get out these chains. I have to. I sat through 6 hours of dental surgery by myself. I came out the dental surgery and traveled home. Like I almost after getting my meds, about an hour drive with my face like this, swollen, doped up. And I went about my business. I wanted to be free from the pain. I got tired. I got tired of waiting for somebody to go to the dentist with me. I realized, well, ain't nobody gonna break their neck unless I break down their door begging. No one's going to take off their job and lose money on their job now to help you get free. No one's going to do it. So you may as well get up and say, let me find a way to get free. How can I get a little free from this situation? What can I do? What can I do? What can I bet on? What can I bet on that I could do? I can bet on that I have a voice. I could kind of sing. I could start a YouTube channel and do some little bit of singing. I'm a text junkie. I love the text. Maybe I'll screenshot my texts or do live recording of my texts and do a YouTube channel showing all my texts. There's a guy that literally went viral on YouTube for doing that. He literally recorded text messages. But it just goes to show, like, there's too many ways you can get free. You just keep on trying. You go from this thing to another, to this thing to another, this thing to another. You go to karaoke, you have somebody record you singing. You go to the hookah lounge with a friend, tell your friend, hey, I'll blur your face out, but I'm going to record me. And you put those videos up, see what happens. Put it up on your YouTube. Try something you never tried and videotape it. See what happens. You know, we have got to stop letting the fears pile up. You know, once the fears pile up, then you're just stuck. You're stuck. You'll get to a point where you will only move to go to the bathroom, sleep, and eat. It's time to live your life doing things as if you are the only one doing it. I'm the only one doing this. If other people are doing it, I don't know, and I'm not going to go look, and I really don't care. All that matters is that I'm doing it, and it's making me feel a little bit more free. That's what I do when I write poetry. People often say, you write great poetry, but do you really read poetry? I say, if I read poetry, it's to do poetry. I don't read poetry for enjoyment. I don't read poetry because somebody wrote a poem or because somebody's famous for writing poetry or whatever you want to call it. I read poetry to write poetry. When I read a poem, it's because I am learning and looking for an inspiration to write my own work. Because that person got free when they wrote that poem. They got a little free. I'm not free. So me sitting up there, I'm not free in that moment. In that moment, I'm not free. Otherwise, I would already be writing a poem. I'm looking at their poem because I'm trying to get another taste of freedom. Not because I'm just doing it out of enjoyment. I have to benefit from it. Not just like, oh, I enjoyed that. I want to get as much benefit, much freedom from doing this as I can. I'm milking whatever I'm doing for maximum freedom feeling. That means I'm not just doing this for fun. I'm going all in. I'm going to go all in till I can't go no more. When I can't go no more, I know that I'm really close to feeling like I'm utterly free. Because when you can't go no more, it's like it's time to go to bed. Yeah, I could get some sleep. Ooh, I'm close to being dead. Freedom is close to being dead to a divine one. Dead, not like earthbound spirit, but dead like, I'm done with this life. This moment. This life of this moment. The life of this moment. The rest, all that life out there is insignificant. The life of this moment. I didn't milk this so much that I got everything I'm going to get out of that energetically. So I can sleep. I can rest. I can get a little rest. Because I got the taste of freedom so deep. God cares about your feelings. It's God gives you money for your feelings. God gives you friends and family for feelings, for emotional fulfillment. It's not so you can have stuff. The stuff is to lead you to more emotional fulfillment. But so it's important to realize that what you're doing, okay, to get out of chains is to lead you to an emotional fulfillment so that you can really know, you can be reminded of what freedom is. With the feeling, the spacious feeling. You're not heavy, you're not cluttered, there's no chaos vibration in you. You're just like this spacious, empty room. Even if you're in a cluttered room, you don't feel it because you really got that taste of freedom. Yeah, that's the power. It doesn't matter if you get it through getting rich, because you can get all the money and still not feel free. Because you no longer enjoy what you're doing. You know, it feels like slavery. Once what you do feels like slavery, you do it because you're chasing money. You will not get freedom even if you get the money. Okay? Even if you get the money, you will not feel free. And this is something that I learned. Like, I was getting money on this YouTube channel, $10,000 here or there, whatever. But I started to feel like I still feel trapped. Why do I feel trapped suddenly? Why do I feel trapped? Because I started treating this like it was a job. Like, do or die job. Like, I'm just going, this is my job. No, this is not my mother effing job. It's work I do. And even if the money don't come, I got to do it because it gives me freedom. So if I get money through this, yeah, I'm happy about it. I'm going to do the best I could do, not chasing the money, but I'm chasing freedom. I'm chasing to feel free. I'm chasing to release something that's in my mother effing way. Whether I can see it, feel it, or heal it. Okay? Okay. Money. And that, look, everybody just need to stop talking about money. Everybody need to stop. It's getting so low vibrational with this money mindset. I'm good, y'all. Let me tell you, when I stop being like I'm doing this for money, I'm trying to make some money. I'm trying to be free out the financial matrix. When I stop being in that mindset, I stopped caring about the narcissist. I literally did. I just recently, it was like, I don't even care. I'm not arguing with no narcissist. And I'm just going to work on me. Next thing I know, I wanted to work on me. Next thing I know, I'm not eating so much fat foods. Do you know when you chase money, your diet will suck eventually. Your diet will suck. That's the price, the karma for chasing money. Thinking it's going to get you free. Chase money, you're in more chains. The chains get stronger. They just get stronger. The cortisol level gets jacked up, and you're in chains. And then next thing you know, you're making bad choices for yourself. Focus on how does it make my heart feel. If it don't feel good, I don't care. I don't care if I could just get fast money. What's going to happen is I'm going to pay for it another way for dealing with it, even though it don't feel good. I'm still going to pay for it. Oh, hi everybody. I'm so sick of it too, y'all. It's like I don't even want to like hear about the grinding. People need to stop talking about grinding all the time. I'm a car. I'm trying to get me a car. I'm trying to get me a better apartment. I'm trying to make more money. I'm trying to get this business off the ground. It's like, oh my gosh. Don't nobody know that that's demonic? That's demonic. That is demonic. Like they people with that mindset, they know they're not going to bed in peace. They know that they got burnout, and they know it. They know they got never-ending burnout. They know they do. They don't even care that they're going to die younger. They don't even care that they're taking years off their heart health. All they care is that they're just stuffing money into their bank account, stuffing it. What is the point? What is the point when you know you're not getting enough sun because all you're doing is working? You know you're not getting enough rest because all you care about is chasing the bag. You're editing stuff for 10, 15 hours because you're trying to do it flawless because you want more money when you sell it. That's ridiculous. And I'm just out. I'm out, y'all. I'm done with doing 4 or 5 hour videos on top of shorts, on top of uploads. I'm done. I am so done, y'all. I want to know that I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I'm not going to have just enough energy to get through my day. I want to be like, oh, I got a little extra energy. That's what I want to be able to do. And that's what I felt like today. Today, I was ready to jump out of bed and chase the bag. Oh, I'm going to go to this event and I'm going to go ahead and get some art done and because I want to sell this art. I said, man, I put the blanket right back over me and went, I'm good. I stayed right in bed. I say, you know what? Whatever God has for me, I'm going to get it. I'm not going to miss it because I needed 2 more hours of sleep. Because I'm still too tired to get out of bed. I'm not doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 just to go chase some money. That's the new thing, y'all. That's the new lesson that they're pushing on YouTube. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and jump out of bed and go do some work. It's like, what? And then people say, I'm doing slow living. You're not doing slow living. You have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and push yourself out of bed. That is just like ridiculous. You know, look, some of us are already very blessed. We can't even see it because we're still chasing money. We're chasing money so bad that you can't see your blessings. You don't see that you have actually really nice clothes. You don't see that you have plenty enough jewelry. You do not see that you have enough money to do things you want to do. You cannot see it because you are going by how much other people are making, what other people got, and that is determining how you chase money. The comparing, because you're being programmed to believe that this is wealth. Oh, you don't got $500,000 a year, you're not wealthy. Who are you to tell me what wealth is? Who are you to tell me? Like, this is what y'all got to say. Why are these people on YouTube telling everybody what financial freedom is? Like, why? Who the hell are you? Your financial freedom is not my financial freedom. I know what I need, so it's different. It's different. I can actually live my entire life off $500,000. I know y'all think that's crazy. I know y'all think that's crazy. But some people be like, no, that's not going to be enough. I need to keep grinding. No, I don't think so. I do not think so. I could do pretty good. I could do pretty good just on, I mean, to be honest, I could do pretty good just on $80,000 a year. Okay? Meaning, I could have my dream life off $80,000 a year. That's just how affordable my dream life is. Because what I want is not what they want. Okay? Let me say it again. Financial freedom is a matter of perspective. It's personal. So if you say, I'm still in chains, it's because you have set a certain level of what you decide is financial freedom. But if you are deciding that because somebody else said what it is, because Lynn Richardson and them told you, then are you really you? Are you really controlling your life? Are you in control of your manifestation abilities and decisions? Probably not. Do the math and then you decide what you got to do to get out of the chains. I'm doing the math. What can I pay every month in my bills? How much am I willing to pay for some property? What am I willing to learn to do to save money? Where do I want to live? How do I want to eat? What 2 trips I want to take a year? What is the pay, the amount of money I'm willing to pay on those trips? I might live another 50 years. If I like to go on a vacation every year, that's $3,000 a year. 3,000 times 50. That's about how much money I need in vacation. I'm just giving y'all an example, okay? What if you sat down and you worked out all the math for the next 40 years of your life? What you will most likely be willing to pay for in high quality food? The maximum amount you'll pay for your vacations and vacation options. The maximum amount you're willing to pay for your first home or your first really nice home. The maximum amount you're willing to spend on your wardrobe every year for a wardrobe change. If you did the math, you just was at it all week, like math, numbers, you would probably end up having an overall amount of what is financial freedom for you. And then you can decide how to get out those chains you're in. Then you can say, I'm going to try different things and keep piling up the money. Keep piling up the money I'm probably going to need, make sure I get extra, okay, in case of emergencies. So maybe I need to add 10% extra to the amount. I'm just having to talk with y'all about this because I think that we all needed to do this once we were going into adulthood, so that we don't be so influenced by other people telling us what it means to have a high value life, or what it means to have financial freedom. Because when we listen to different people, it starts to influence us and change our mind, and move our mind around, and it just causes us to just wait, sometimes make bad decisions and waste time, and all of that. So if you are up in age like me, okay, and you ain't done this, you ain't sat down and worked on some numbers to see how to get out your chains, and you didn't make a list of different things you can do that you're willing to try to get out your situation, then the very first thing you should consider doing is going through your house before bed and looking at things that you know, keeping things that you know you can keep till you die. Otherwise, it's taking up space from the next abundance that's supposed to come through. So, like, you can go through your bookshelf before you go to bed. I just don't see myself reading these books every day till I die, or keeping these till I die. I just don't see it. Those are going to go to the donation. I'm going to donate them. I don't see myself wearing these colors, these clothes, these certain clothes till I die. I just don't see it. Even if it's in good shape, I just don't see, like, future see myself wearing this. I don't see myself doing public speaking till I die. If you don't really, if you can't say yes, almost an instant yes, then just get rid of it all. If you haven't done this yet, some of y'all are still releasing. The very first thing is the version of you that is accepting the chains. If there's a you that keeps on giving excuses to stay chained, you have to get rid of that person. Hi, everybody. If you are trying to take a leap, okay? If you're like, I'm trying to leap, I'm trying to do things a different way, I'm trying to get into a different lane and switch lanes or whatever, then you have to eliminate any type of energy or any person or connection that is causing you to flip right back into the low vibrational version of you that's getting in your way, that's saying, stay chained. Ha ha ha, you're chained and don't even know it. Every time you act like this, you're back in chains. Every time you do this, you're back in chains. Some of y'all got people flipping you back into that person. Even if it's just for 5 minutes, that 5 minutes can be causing you a delay, okay? With some sort of manifestation that will get you out of chains. So some of y'all got to learn how to be like, set your groundwork with family members and people, and that's it. Don't talk about it no more. Okay? Don't keep on rehashing the same problems with people. Don't keep on complaining about the same thing. Don't keep battling the same thing. Just be like, okay, I'm done. Let me go purge. Let me tell you what is a powerful thing to do. Burning something and purging something right after something flipped you into a low vibrational version of you. When something held you up in a toxic situation, say, well, you know what? This has kept me momentarily in chains. I could be getting some work done. I could be being creative. I could be purging right now. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, speed up the pace because I know that I'm behind because of you. And this is what you got to tell yourself when you're speaking to your enemies. Because you slowed me down, I'm going to speed up the pace to get things done, but I'm not going to have this discussion with you again. I'm not going to battle with you again. And I'm having this discussion because people often think the evening hours is just for like, oh, laying up with your lover and kicking in and watching a movie. But I can tell you right now, if there's problems between you and people, it's still there. And what is the point of doing that with people when you know because it's not true, it's only keeping you stuck? If it's not true, then it is delaying your manifestation. So, whatever gives you peace that God approves of is true. Everything else is against your manifestation. It's against you breaking free, getting through obstacles. This is why I think that we all now have to have scheduled time to deal with our problems with people. Like, be like, this is the time that we talk about our problems, and no other time. You cannot just call me up and we're talking about problems. You can't just do that because I already know that you could be a part of the reason why I'm not getting unstuck as fast as I want to get unstuck. I got strongly the word freedom, and I got like talents. Okay? When we look at people who, was getting things done and became famous, like Hemingway never put low vibrational relationships and situations before him getting through his obstacles. Hemingway knew that his writing was his way of having peace and freedom. Hemingway, I'm using Hemingway because he's one of the best examples of busting out of freedom. Okay? This man was living in straight up poverty with kids and a wife. Very poor. All he had was his kitchen table. And he sat at that kitchen table for 15 years. Okay? On his first manuscript. I think it was Old Man in the Sea. I think that's, or Where the Bell Tolls. He sat in the same spot, same time of day. While his kids was running around the table, his wife was cooking and whatever, complaining. And he busted through that obstacle and got that manuscript done. It took 15 years. After that, he ended up winning a prize for it. And then he was able to get his own space, but still he wrote out like a dining room table or sometimes standing. But the point that I'm making is sometimes getting free takes years. It takes years, y'all. So you want to limit the amount of obstacles, unnecessary obstacles that you know you don't need, that you can easily get rid of. You can easily get rid of people. You can easily lock your door, turn your phone off, hit and do not disturb. You can easily do that. To be honest, you can still work part-time and live off the system. A lot of people say, oh, you can't work part-time and live in the projects. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. The author of Harry Potter did it. She did it. Lots of people done it. Charles Bukowski did something similar, and he ended up being successful. How can you really want to fight? How can you really want to fight yourself out of prison if you're not letting yourself actually realize you're in prison? Okay? Like, that's really deep. Like, if you keep finding a way to make it comfortable, you're going to procrastinate. Allow yourself to be uncomfortable with being in chains. Let it bother you to the core. Don't accept the tiny morsels that the Matrix give you to pacify your complaints about the prison. Okay? The Matrix will always throw you little bits of chocolate and peanuts so you can stop complaining about the prison. So you can say, oh, it's a little comfortable. It's all right. It's a little okay. It's a little okay. Do you know that the devil attacked some people more than others? Because of the type of work that they're chosen to do. So if you are chosen to be an educator or a teacher, now I'm getting into this because this is going to tie into what I was talking about. If you're chosen to be an educator or a creative person, the devil will come at you at all it has. And you know one way the devil will say, go ahead and act like you old. It ain't that hard being old. Go ahead and take these peanuts and this chocolate and be some old dried up hermit. Comfortable with the bare minimum. Comfortable always with what you had 30 years ago. Never wanting anything new. The devil will tell you that. That is how you know that you definitely is chosen to do some sort of work that has a possibly that will have other people have a glow up, have other people have a better understanding of how to do something. Yes, exactly. It is. It is. The devil is using your innocent mind against you, saying, you got God. Why do you need to have nice things? Why? Y'all, ooh, child, I played the blood of Jesus on that. I heard that in my ear. I heard a demon say that to me. You got God. You high in spirit. You peaceful. You kind. Why do you need nice things? Why do you want a nice apartment? What do you need that for? You already got food and water and a roof over your head. See? The devil was trying to make me say, there's no point in me finishing this book. Why do I need to finish this book? And get my money and get my abundance. I got a roof over my head already. I got food on the table and clothes in here. I was stuck in that mindset. It kept flipping back in. Until I realized that it was always leading me to lack of self-love and lack of self-care. It was a downhill ride. When you say, I deserve to have a really good life, not just one of the basic stuff that I just need. When you say you deserve to have a really good life, you will start to take better care of yourself. and you will extend your life. And if you take better care of yourself, you will find that it's easier to get out of those chains. You have the energy, you have the healthy mental health, and you have the ambition. So want the best for you, the best of the best your money can buy. And say, if I got to start here, that's okay. But this is not the best. Because I'm only here because I got to be here. Because it's all I can afford. But it is not the best for me. And I will never say that it is. And I will never get comfortable with it. It will always be just another piece to get me out of my situation and to get me the best life that I've been dreaming of having for myself. Okay? These are things I taught my daughter in the nick of time. It hit me one day, and I said, the next time I see my daughter, I'm going to tell her this. Because I saw that the devil had my daughter in that, it's okay, I'm comfortable. I started to notice that the devil went to my daughter. She was comfortable renting out the basement apartment of her boyfriend. She was comfortable walking around in jammies all the time. Comfortable. Not getting her hair done. Not changing up her clothes. Even not. She was comfortable. I knew the devil had her. I knew the devil would have her in that basement saying, you got a roof over your head. You got food on the table. You got clothes on your back. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You know, I crushed the hell out of that. When my daughter came here, I said, daughter, let me tell you something. And I'm going to tell you something right now. And I was serious with her. You don't do good as me. You do better. You don't do good as a homeless man. You do better. You know you want better. You know you seen some nice homes you like. You know you said that house was nice. You know you said those clothes was nice. Why are you just walking around saying stuff nice? As if it's only for everybody else but not you. I said you go for the best. That means you got to protect your finances, and you got to be smart about who you are around. I said you connect with people that can help you get success. That can help you get your dream life. That's going to come and help you out so that you can get closer to getting your dream life. I said, don't burn your bridges with me, and don't burn your bridges with your grandparents. Because we have resources that can get you out that situation that you keep getting comfortable with. And that's what I told her. When she said, I'm okay, I don't need my car, I'll just sit at home. I'm good. I don't want to drive anymore. I said, are you out of your mind? I said, I was in that same energy. I don't need a driver's license. I'm cool. I'm cool. I said, where we live, you need a car. We don't live in Asia where you could just hop on a bad bike and drive and ride your bike on flat land. We don't live where flat land is. I said, and nothing is near us. So you're saying you don't want your car? I said, no. You deserve to have comfortable transportation. You deserve to not have to push a bike up 5 hills. You deserve to have something, have nice things. And I told her, I said, I don't like the way your hair's been looking, your clothes been looking. You're getting comfortable with having so little. You're getting comfortable with that low pay at your job. You're getting comfortable with that low vibrational environment. I said, I didn't raise you that way. I told you don't do what I do. Even if I did better than my parents. Yeah, I did better than my parents. But you do better than me. You do better than me. Because what I did is not good enough for you. Shocking, huh? Not too many people ever hear people of color say that. We love to say, I'm going to keep it real. A lot of people of color love to say, I did, you had a good life. I provided the best life. We didn't provide the life that our kids want. They know what they want. They're going to find out when they hit their 20s what kind of life they want. And we find out it ain't the one we gave them. It ain't the one we gave them. It was the one that got them through. The life we gave our kids was the one that got them through. But it's not the life that their soul contract was supposed to give them. Because it's not our soul contract, it's theirs. Their life is something that the true life that they're supposed to get is the life that they was in charge of. And this is something that I realized. I wasn't in charge of my life growing up. So it was not the life that I'm supposed to get. Okay? And just because you love somebody don't mean you have to accept their comfort. We have to stop thinking that things could just be fixed. Why we got to keep fixing stuff? Like, you should get that energy. Like, I don't want to keep fixing stuff till I die. I'm good. Get on out of here. I'll get something else. Get on out of here. I'll get something else. That's what I do now. That's what I do. I'm not going to keep trying to make something work that is not working. Why y'all think I'm sitting here talking to y'all like this? Because when I was doing things the other way, it wasn't working. It was not working. But by me doing things the way that challenges me, that's not comfortable, it's working. If it's too comfortable, it ain't working for you. I don't care. I don't care what you're getting out of it. It's not working. This is not comfortable for me. Face to face, face to face, face to face. That's not comfortable for me. Because I'm mostly a hermit, introverted type of person. Y'all don't know. Offline, it's like I'm by myself a whole lot. Just naturally. Not trying to be. It's just something. It's a part of my nature. So me doing this is a part of the challenge of my soul contract. Of me not always having something in my hand. Me just sitting here talking to y'all. Okay? When I realized, when I saw that writing a certain type of poetry was getting comfortable, I knew it wasn't going to work for me no more. I knew. I was like, I'm not gonna write that kind anymore, because it's no. Why do you think Stephen King writes books that are smaller now? Why do you think he's adding some other stuff in his work, like science and spiritual stuff and psychic stuff? He's adding all different stuff in his work now, because the way he used to write got too comfortable. He got so comfortable that people started to expect his comfortableness, and it started to hurt his growth and his profits. So now he is going elsewhere to get ideas, which is why his book, he wrote about that boy, that his one book, it's like a mystery or something. But I hope y'all take this I hope y'all take this seriously, what I'm saying. Don't let, after about a year where you're at, say this is uncomfortable. It got to change in a major way. It better get better. It better become new, or I got the roll. The Creator meant for us to keep moving, to not get bored. Okay? Like this. I'm sitting here talking to y'all. But I'm not going to sit here and talk to y'all on this same scene for the next 30 days. Why would I do that? Be too comfortable. Get too comfortable. I was always doing y'all videos 9 a.m. in the morning. That was getting too comfortable. So now I'm showing up in the evening and nighttime hours. I was always getting up and trying to get housework done. You know, all the housework done in the morning. Done. I do my housework in the nighttime now. I do my housework before bed now. I go and I fold clothes and I purge and I sort through things. I have realized that routine is not something that you do till you die. Routine is something you do until it gets comfortable. Okay? Until it gets comfortable. Until it gets predictable to everybody else. And a little bit too predictable to you. When it gets a little bit too predictable to you, that's when you say, okay, this routine ain't going to work. I can't keep creating this way, and I can't keep showing up at this time. You will teach people how to treat you when you do that too. Y'all say y'all got narcissists that keep coming for your energy. Well, they see that you're comfortable with the same cycle. So they just ride the cycle with you. They riding it with you. Kick them out by changing things up. I normally call you at this time, narcissist. I ain't calling you. I ain't calling you at this time today. I normally show up on YouTube at this time. I'm not. Not tomorrow. After I done did it this way for a week, now I'm done. It doesn't matter if it's profitable. Because I can tell you right now, you're going to find that you're getting weaker in that moment. Because people in the metaphysical space, whatever's in the metaphysical space, finds it easier to harness your energy the more you become predictable. And the more that other people can harness your energy, the harder it is to get out your situation. You start to say, this is starting to become backbreaking, even though I always do it this way. I do it this way like every day. But it's even starting to get hard to do it. Getting anxiety, I'm getting fatigued, it's exhausting. Well, because you're sharing so much of the energy at that time. People already, if you're going public, people already expect for you to get on at that time. Like, oh, I know you're going to show up at this time, Ms. V. So they're already grabbing up my energy. And it's happening to y'all too. Some people will sit up there and know, okay, you're going to create this way. You're going to show up at this time. You're going to, so 20 minutes before you show up, I'm a channel your energy. I can tell you the moment that you got comfortable, noticeably, you notice that you're comfortable with what you're doing and the way you're doing it, you're already losing too much energy. You're already getting your energy harvested. And you're already not manifesting like you thought you would with your energy. You don't have enough energy. You just think you do because what you're doing is so easy and familiar. You've learned it and you're well trained. You just think you do. Hi, everybody. So instead of doing the usual stuff like some of y'all do, oh, I got off of work. I got home. I'm going to go ahead, put my feet up. I'm going to put my feet up and eat me a little sandwich and sit and put on the TV. Do something different. Do something different like I'm doing. Just one day, just say, I'm going to go ahead and maybe I'll go to, if there's a gallery open tonight, I'm going to see what's going on in the community. You know, you could be miserable. You can have a life that other people think is miserable. But it don't have to be it don't have to be misery to you. Long as you're adding some spice, then you can always say, you know what? Here's the positive. I did something unexpected and the unexpected happened. I went dancing even though I don't even dance. And somebody asked me to dance. Somebody started talking to me. You'll never know just how abundant your life can get if you keep doing what's comfortable. And some people, that's why they seem like they're doing better than you. It's not because they got more support necessarily or they got more money. Some people, they just don't care about what anyone got to say about them always being so free. Some people, they could be so free, and you wonder and you say, well, dang, they ain't never obese. This person is always fit. This person always smiling. This person is always got stories to tell. This world is your playground. You don't got to go to the playground. This world is your playground. Do something different every day. And I'm telling you, you'll get braver at going after your dreams. You're building up the courage. You're building up some evidence within your mind that it's safe. It's okay to be bold and go into the unknown. Your mind has some sort of something to look at and say, hey, the last time you leaped and did something unknown to you, look what happened. It was fun. Some of y'all want to go on a train ride, your bucket list. Do something. Do something on your bucket list. Go ride to Charlie. Go on a train ride to look at the winter scenes. You know, go to the salon in the evening hours. And then go to the movie theater. You know, go take a nighttime boxing class, evening boxing class. Instead of buying more stuff, take a leap and do something you've never done. There's an app called Eventbrite. It's an app called Eventbrite. You can jump right on there. You don't want to leave your home? Fine. Jump on Eventbrite and see what events they got going in the evening hours. Something you never been to. Let me tell y'all, this is the first way you get over trauma and abuse. We like to think that getting over trauma is always meditating, praying, going to counseling and therapy. But taking back your freedom from trauma, because trauma tries to make you a caged bird. Taking it back, saying, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. I'm going to go ahead and be the way I want to be. I'm going to be real free and because I know that you're trying to trap me. That's how you get over the narcissist. That's how you get over toxic family members. Just leaping and leaping and leaping and leaping and leaping. Just like, I'm a leap away from this because I saw a quote today that literally said, what you should be doing is what you don't walk away from. So I don't feel like I want to walk away from this video. I don't feel like I want to get up and just walk away. So I know that I'm supposed to be doing this video at this time. So let me, but the moment I feel like I want to get up and walk away, and I start being in that energy, I'm not going to be doing videos at this time. Y'all. So I'm trying to figure out I'm trying to remember who said that quote. I put the quote aside because it literally hit me, okay? This quote hit me. The quote is, you have to pick the places you don't walk away from. That's by Joanne Didion. Okay? So if you're wondering where your ideas will come from, where you will manifest, where you might even manifest a divine partner, if you don't feel the urge of walking away, if in your mind you're not walking away from it, then that is exactly where you should be. And you're probably there, as I said, when you should be there. I've walked in places and felt like I had to walk back out. I knew, like, nah, I'm not supposed to be there. But when I walked in places and felt like I could keep on walking and I could kind of stay in there and not walk back out, I knew that it was working in my favor. So I'm going to post this quote because this quote is so important because sometimes we don't know where we belong. We don't know what leap to take. Like, was this the right leap? I leaped, now was it the right one? This quote answers that question. This is why it's so important to listen to philosophers and philosophy before you go to bed. Okay? Because your dreams will also give you confirmation for that philosophy. Okay? Your angel guides will reveal something in your dreams to confirm whatever philosophy that you were looking at. So if you're not sure about your life path or the direction you're going, or if you're on the right path, you need to tap into the way you feel and ride that feeling to philosophy. Okay? All right. Because we are all on this earth to help each other get free. Even the narcissist. I know it's hard to believe. The narcissist will teach you how to fight for your life. The narcissist will teach you how to bust through boundaries and, bust through boundaries that people put up that they didn't need to put up. Because the narcissist will put up boundaries on you that you don't deserve. So you look at it like everybody's helping everyone to become free, even if they think they don't, even if they think they're not. Every book you own, everything that you chose out of love, everything you decided to create out of love, is all helping you to get free. When you feel like you got to pick up a certain book, there's something in that book that the angels or God wants you to use to get free. There is an answer there. So if you don't want to walk away from it, if you don't want to abandon it, that means you're supposed to be there to get the answer. Okay? To whatever questions. It could be a question you had months ago. Okay? It could be a question you had years ago. And finally, you're someplace where the answer's at. You just have to ask yourself, do I feel like I want to stay? Or am I just staying because it seems acceptable? I was told that I should accept it in some way. I feel like I want to walk away from where I'm at, where I'm living. I do every single day. That's how I know that God don't want me staying here. God want me living somewhere else. That's how I know. I felt like I wanted to walk away when I was doing some of the other videos that was like, that wasn't teaching about life, but just about family drama. When I got into talking about life, I didn't want to walk away. That lets me know when I start talking about the spiritual side and the energy side of life, I didn't want to walk away. People who try to be you, they always feel like they want to walk away. They're not getting sleep like you. They're laying their head on the pillow, and I'm telling y'all this so y'all can no longer think about people who's trying to get in your lane, who's trying to leap with the same, do the same leap as you, who's trying to leap with your leap. Those people are putting their head on the pillow at night saying, oh, I want to walk away from this. I'm so tired of faking it. I'm so tired of having to imitate and all this. I want to walk away. I'm tired. You're not, because you're going to be saying, well, I don't want to walk away. Even regardless of what I got from it, I actually enjoyed it. I actually know I was worthy to do it. I actually felt I brought some value and I was true. So I don't want to walk away. I felt like I belonged, so I don't want to walk away. Remember that your enemies don't feel that way. That's where you will always beat them. Even if they have more money than you, more booty than you, more property than you. Know that they put their head on the pillow saying, oh, I want to walk away. I'm so tired of I'm so tired of having to do wild things, sneaky, wicked things just to get by. Why can't I just show up and feel like I belong and feel like I'm worthy? They'll never tell you that that's how they feel. They'll always smile and act like, I don't feel that way. But they do. All right, y'all. I'll see you later. Hi, Anita. Anita's here. Okay. So do the little test, y'all. Now let me give y'all the other quotes that I got. These are other quotes. Okay. I go to the scriptures now. Okay. I let the angels speak to me and speak to my heart. And then I come on the channel. Okay. I saw this quote and I felt like I wanted to share it. Risk. Do the hardest thing on earth for you. Do the hardest thing on earth for you. What's the hardest thing on earth you could do for you? What is the hardest thing? It could be something like you're just not used to resting when you want to. You always think it's so hard for you to rest. It's so hard for you to spend 3 hours self-care. It's so hard for you to put your self-care first. Maybe you've been fighting with that for 25 years. Try to do it. Okay? I felt really pulled towards that quote. Do the hardest thing on earth for you. Could be looking my best. I'm always charging in to help everybody else that I don't even think about looking my best. I'm just somebody to charge in to help. That could be the hardest thing on earth for you. It could be planning your own meals. Maybe you got a parent that's always cooking for you. Maybe you have got somebody cooking for you for 40 years of your life. That means maybe you should start cooking for you. Oh, I'm not going to take it down. I'm not going to take it down. I'm going to leave it up, Anita. Okay? So you can make a list of all the things that's the hardest thing on earth for you to do. You know, don't show nobody that list because you know people going to do spell work on you. If you tell somebody this is the hardest things for me to do, they're going to pray that you don't do it. Okay? Enemies are going to say, I hope you don't do it. So make that list. Okay? Especially around this time. And you can choose one thing, you know. Okay, for the next 30 days, I'm going to do this one thing that's so hard for me to do for myself. You know, that I never do and that I really need to do. Maybe I need to choose how I want to wear my hair and not what society tell me. Like, y'all, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. For me, I only like locks. I like locks or I like really short hair. Always have. I've always liked short hair on me. But a lot of people I know, they got negative things about short hair. It's like you ain't in if you don't got long hair. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, I don't even like straight hair. I don't even like, I like locks or short, kinky, wavy hair. I don't like to get my hair done every week. I don't like sitting in a salon every week. I just don't like it. And so, but I kept going like every other week, every other week. And knowing that the hardest thing for me to do was to stop running to the salon every other week and get a hairdo that doesn't require me to go to the salon every other week. You know, and so I'm tired of having the pressure of, oh, because I'm a woman of color, I need to grow a fro. I need to have hair. I need to have hair down my back and prove that I could grow hair down my back. I need to let it fro. You know, let it grow, let it fro. No. What if I don't want to let it fro? What if I want to walk around with hair short like Holly Berry's haircut? What if I want to do that? Like, I don't understand. Like, but I think for some of us, the hardest thing for us to do is to not follow traditions. Maybe we've been too traditional. Maybe we've been too much into our own culture, too much. And we need to step out of that. Exactly. So you know how I feel, Nettie. You know how I feel. I need my short hair in a wrap, you know, or I can round brush it and wave it up, or I want locks. It's either going to be locked or short. I'm just not really into the froing or the finger curling it down or flat ironing it or two-strand twist. I'm sick. I'm so sick of the two-strand twist, y'all. some of us is just too gifted to be doing some things. I'm just saying. Like, I'm not a person that likes casual sex out in these streets like that. I don't like it. Okay? Um, I like to preserve my energy for somebody special. But society tries to say, you running out of time. You old. You running out of time. And see, and then that makes it hard for me to stick to my decision, even though I'm sticking to it. I'm sticking to it. The society tries to tell me that I'm running out of time, and if I don't start giving out these goods, I'm not going to be able to. See, it's just like, it's like, no, it's hard being a middle-aged woman and having some decisions that society say it's too late for you to have. And so one of the hardest thing on earth for me to do is to be like, no, it's not too late. It's not too late for me to write my books. I'm not too old to write a bestseller. I'm not too old to get skinny or lean or a small waist. I'm not too old to get new teeth, to get the teeth I want. I'm not too old to get rich. I see people say, oh, you're over 30, it's too late. No, it's not too late. They say, well, that is going to be too hard. That's going to be the hardest thing for you to do. No, the hardest thing for me to do is to do it when everybody's telling me that I can't do it. Doing it, to actually be able to do it, that's not hard. Taking a step is hard because you won't shut up and stop telling me that it's too hard for me to do at my age. Y'all. I'm telling you, no lie. It's like when we say this is so hard for me to do, it's because we got people telling us that we're wrong. Like, ooh, you're wrong for doing it. We've been hearing that so much. You're wrong. You're wrong for wanting your hair to be manageable, more manageable. You're wrong for trying to find a husband at 60 years old. I'm not 60, but I'm just saying, like, no, that's making it hard. That's making it hard. This is why, y'all, if you have some hard things to do for yourself, the hardest things to do for yourself, don't even share your plans. Don't even tell anyone. Because they're going to want to make it, they're going to want to keep it hard. People are going to say stuff to make it hard. The devil's going to touch some people, and they're going to say stuff to keep it hard for you. So if you say it's so hard for me to put myself first, don't even say it out loud. Don't even tell nobody. Say, I'm going to take steps to put myself first, but I'm not going to tell nobody that I struggle with it. When I show up with people, it's going to seem like I'm not struggling with it. Y'all. Okay, y'all, I was sharing my quotes. Those are the two quotes that I was meditating on. You know what? When how I was just saying a quote before, when you don't want to walk away from something, that's the place you should be. That also goes with the thing you should do, or the thing you should absorb, the intelligence you should get. That includes when you pick up books and you look at a quote, right? And you feel like you're frozen, like, I can't stop looking at this quote. I can't stop thinking about it. Your mind don't abandon it. You don't walk away from it. That means that quote, okay, wherever that quote exists in your metaphysical educational space is where you should be. Okay? All right. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to let me know. If you'd like to send a cash appreciation, you can send it to my cash app at money sign Coach V Hunter. I hope y'all will do something creative. If not, get up on your YouTube channel, do some public speaking, or take some sort of leap. I took a leap. I normally don't get on in the evening hours, but here I am. Okay? Sometimes taking a leap is also making yourself better. Like, literally be like, I'm going to be prepared to be at my best tomorrow. I'm going to get some nice clothes out tonight. I'm going to have all my stuff set up to pamper myself in the morning. I'm going to be so prepared for tomorrow morning that I'm not going to have to look for nothing. I'm not going to have to think twice about what to do. I'm going to know exactly what I'm doing. Sometimes that's a leap. Sometimes we've been winging it a little bit too much. Maybe you need to leap. Sometimes a leap is leaping to an alternate version of you. For example, say you've been a pack rat. Maybe tomorrow you're not a pack rat. You're just packing everything up and sending it to storage. You're like, the next 30 days, I'm living not a pack rat. That is still a leap. That is still a leap. Okay, bye everybody. Have a wonderful night. See y'all later. Thank you, present moment. Bye.